Let's improve your English with a quick listening practice.
8 expert tips for listening in complaint and negotiation conversations. These are specific to the language and dynamics of these interactions, and every one of them will change how you hear these conversations. Tip 4. The conditional versus the firm commitment. In negotiation, the grammar of a response tells you everything. We could look into a refund is conditional. It means nothing. We would be happy to consider a replacement is conditional. It means nothing. Compare these to I will process a full refund today, or I am authorizing the upgrade now. The difference is between a tentative suggestion and a firm commitment. In complaint conversations, you are not done until you hear firm commitment language, present tense, active verb, specific outcome. Keep pushing, politely, until you get it.
Tip 5. Silence is leverage. After you make a clear, specific, reasonable request, stop talking. Many English learners, under the pressure of a complaint conversation, immediately soften or retract their request when they encounter silence or hesitation from the other side. Resist this. Silence means the other person is thinking or checking their options. It is not a rejection. State your request clearly, completely, and then wait. In Conversation 3, when Priya lists her 3 requests and then stops, the silence forces Sophie to respond to all 3. The silence is doing work. Tip 6. The difference between policy and law. Company representatives will often cite our policy as though it is the final word. It is not. Company policy cannot override consumer law. When you hear our policy is in a complaint context, your follow-up question should be, and does that policy comply with my rights under consumer law? Omar demonstrates this perfectly. When Kezia cites company policy, Omar responds with the Consumer Rights Act, and the company policy immediately becomes irrelevant. Knowing even one relevant law changes the entire dynamic of the conversation. Tip 7. Listen for what is not said. Some of the most important information in a complaint conversation is the absence of certain words. If a representative says, I can look into offering you something, but does not say what or when, that is absence of commitment. If they say, we'll do our best to resolve this, but do not specify a timeline or outcome, that is absence of specificity. Train your ear to notice vague language and respond to it with specific questions. What exactly will you be offering? By when? Can I have that in writing? Never leave a complaint conversation having heard only vague reassurances. Tip 8. Prepare your 3 positions before you walk in. The most effective complainants in today's conversations all knew what they wanted before they arrived. The technique is to prepare 3 positions: your ideal outcome, your minimum acceptable outcome, and your next step if neither is offered. Rachel wanted the correct room. She accepted an upgrade as equivalent. Omar wanted a refund. His minimum was a replacement. Priya wanted a refund plus 2 written documents. She held all 3. Having these 3 positions clear in your head before the conversation means you can listen actively to everything being offered and evaluate it against your positions in real time, without freezing, without accepting less than you should, and without escalating unnecessarily.
Follow Improve for daily English practice. Watch the full lesson on my channel.